Hey everybody, Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. Oddsworthbetting.com has you covered with the feature pick of the day below this video. And what a busy Tuesday we've got in store for you. We've got one college football game. You had the other MAC game, Akron and Kent State postponed, moved back to the coming Friday. But we're going to go with Ohio and Miami in this spot from a motivation aspect. Ohio 5-6, they've got a chance to be bowl eligible. It's been a long year for Miami. Only the 2 wins on the season to this point. It's going to be a busy night on the hardwoods. We've got college hoops. Number 1, Kentucky's going to play Texas Arlington. They host them. But the menu is so full. There are mid-tier games across the wagering board. Games like, Air Force and Colorado. You get a little bit of a regional deal happening there, but plenty of opportunities for you in the college basketball hardwoods. Let's talk about the NBA. There are 5 games on the slate. One sends Golden State to Miami to take on the Heat. Last week, Clippers came in and beat the Heat. The question is the Western Conference that much better than the East? The answer is yes, but how does that play out in relation to an individual game? Bosch is having a really good season for Miami, but they're half-court in nature, and then you get the shooting of Curry and Thompson. Golden State coming in. That's an interesting matchup. You get a rematch, Sacramento and New Orleans. They recently played out in Sacramento, and New Orleans got the win. This is impressive what Sacramento's done in the early stages of the season. I don't know if I'm sold just yet. Rudy Gay runs really hot and cold, but this is a guy who's kind of like a black hole. He got the ball. It would never come back. So far, they've got a really good team system going. And Cousins has been really good in the paint. And that's an interesting showdown with Cousins and Davis. Again, New Orleans just beat them recently. They're back home. Sacramento comes in off a win on the road at Minnesota. That's a game worth watching. And then one of the late games, Chicago. Their defense against the Nuggets in altitude and their offense. A little bit of a chess match. Something's got to give there. And on ice in the National Hockey League, usually we get 12, 13 games on a Tuesday night, but it's Thanksgiving week, so the schedule's a little bit skewed. There are 7 games to focus on. Pretty interesting matchup. LA and Nashville. You get Quick versus Rennie, 2 of the top goaltenders in the NHL. You got to figure that's kind of a close to the vest kind of hockey game. A little bit later on, you got New Jersey at Vancouver. Jersey's a 500 team. Ryan Miller has made an impact on Vancouver. This is a team that now gets consistent goaltending night in, night out. You got to think the window's closing on Vancouver with an opportunity to win a Stanley Cup, but they've got the improved goaltending. So we'll see what happens with the Canucks big picture this year. And then how about Calgary? It is a team that they've been 5, 6, 7 games over 500, putting goals on the board. They've done a great job there. With some young talent that stepped up in Anaheim, of course, really solid hockey team. First in the Pacific Division. And normally you'd be thinking, Anaheim, blowout game hosting Calgary, but this is a different Flames team. Plenty of opportunities available to you on the wagering board on a Tuesday. And that's why the guys at Odds Worth Betting are there for you. They can dissect all the opportunities, cherry pick the best games for you. Do check out the feature pick of the day below this video from oddsworthbetting.com. Heading towards Thanksgiving. I'm getting hungry already. I'm Brian Blessing. We'll be back in this space again tomorrow.